Good morning, everyone. Today I have a PR package to share with you guys from, yet again, the wonderful Painting Fairy. Good morning, everyone. Sorry the video is dark. I am recording another video quite early in the morning. It is about 6 in the morning before my partner gets back. He's been here for a week or more at this point because everyone in the house, meaning him, myself, and my son, have all been very, very, very sick with I don't even know what. We've been coughing, wheezing, snotting, boogering, and sleeping a lot. And his cat's here, so he didn't have a reason to go back to his other home. The cats aren't fighting, but we do keep them separate for now because Maisie tends to be, you've all seen her, she's a little princess, she's supposed to get pretty privileged. But we're trying to get them used to each other before finding a home together, so this has kind of been a good opportunity for that. But it's been calm. So today I have a PR package from Painting Fairy, and the exciting part is it's finally a 20 count. I'm so excited. Alright, I am ridiculously excited for this. So, since this is a PR package, I mean, even if it wasn't, everything's going to be linked down below in the description box. I also have some other kits that came with this order as well, because I wanted to use up the full gift code, and they also threw in freebies I saw. So let's get into this. If you've never used Painting Fairy before, they come in lovely, lovely sturdy boxes where you just kind of pull these tabs out and it pops right open. Wow! And if you order bigger kits or more kits, they do have boxes that are like twice as thick as this, and then if you order more than what fits in that, they'll just send you multiple boxes, which I've placed orders like that. Oops. So this is how everything usually comes, in one giant zipper bag, but I'm going to open this and take things out individually. Sorry, moving my sugar-free root beer. Alright, so the first things that come with every order, I'm sure you've seen this 1,000 times, you get this cute little bag with your tools in it, and you only get one of these bags per order, not per kit. And in these, you always get the same items. You get 3 finger protectors, and they do come in different sizes. You can tell the size by the lines up here. These all seem to be size 3. They also have 1 and 2. I think 2 and 1 are probably my favorite, just because they fit better. And then you get 3 of these little spools, which are good for the parking method. They fold up to protect your floss. And then they snap together. And they do sell these on their website, so if you do like these and you want more or need more, you can go ahead and find them there. You always get a pack of needles. Now, I'm not sure how well these are going to work in a 20 count. I don't think I'm going to use these in a 20 count because I struggle with these on the 18 count, and I tend to break them easier on smaller counts. So I probably won't use these for that. Painting Fairy, if you do have smaller needles that you can use for the 20 counts, I would recommend that, because I feel like this was pushing it on the 18 count as well. And then you get this lovely heavy-duty pair of scissors, which I use all the time. And they are so beautiful. Why does my focus want to be so slow lately? Just a really pretty design here. And they do have a little protector on the tip so you don't stab yourself. These used to be too short to cover the tip, but recently I've noticed they are now coming long enough to fully cover the tip, which is awesome that they made that change. And they also have a bunch of other scissors on their website you can buy if, say, those aren't your style. The next thing you always find is this little bit of paper about their cottons, the advantages, the process. and just some photos of where it is processed, some colors, and stuff like that. I never go into detail on this because I would be going over this so often if I did this every single time. And then we get another little thing. This is useful in case you get a legend that doesn't translate to English. You can just see it translates for you. A little bit more about their floss here. And then they give you a free sample. And I love these. This one's so bright, actually. Oop. Definitely haven't received this one yet. This is 3844. So bright and beautiful. Oh my goodness. And this is the fairy floss, which I think is 30 cents per skein. And they do have DMC, which I think is 60 cents. And I do have a ton of this. I bought enough for 2 different counted cross stitch patterns I bought. And I'm really excited to use it. Okay, now this next thing I believe I only got as a creator. You yourself would have to buy this, but it is cheap. So I've shown this before, I'll show it again. This is a hand-dyed tie-dye type fabric. So they have different sizes. They have 40 by 50 and 50 by 70. And they both follow the same rules. You don't get to pick the count and you don't get to pick the color. So it will either come in a 14 count or 16 count in a random color. And I've gotten pinks, purples, greens, oranges, yellows, blue purples, pink oranges, you name it. There's so many beautiful colors. Now, the 40 by 50 is 99 cents. And the 50 by 70 is $1.99, which is an amazing price for Ada. And it came serged very early on, but it doesn't come serged anymore, I've noticed. And, you know, it's not perfectly ironed or anything. It's going to get wrinkled after you stitch on it anyways. So here it is, a nice large piece of Ada. And this one's purples prominently, and then a little bit of blue in the background. And as you saw, I did get a 14 count. I'm sorry if the color's not really showing up. Again, it's like 6 in the morning, and so there isn't natural light. I'm using my TV and my computer screen's light. But it is absolutely beautiful. And you can't beat it. And this also kind of looks bigger than 40 by 50. I'm assuming they're making up for this. I know in the past they haven't. But it definitely looks like they're making up for that little salvaged edge piece. Especially since this looks like a square. And I do have quite the collection of this fabric now, and I do have some patterns that I plan to use on these fabrics once I'm done with finishes. I've been on a finish frenzy. And speaking of, I have 2 crafty finishes, so if you want to see those, stay to the end of the video. And they are both in different crafts. Neither of them are cross stitch, but I am about to have a cross stitch finish, so. So the first thing I'm going to show is this freebie, which you don't typically get freebies, but if I can find this on the website, I will link it. I'm pretty sure this kit is only $1, and it does come in a snap pouch. I'll pull this out and show you. And I'm not sure if this one has multiple sizes or not, because I don't have the link right off. I am going to have to search the site for it because I didn't have this in my order. They just included this for me. And I'm sure you've seen this before. This is actually one of my favorite of the small ones. It's this lovely kind of white, silvery-esque cross stitch of a cross stitch or embroidery. And it's so cute and pretty. And it's called Embroidery Hoop. I'm pretty sure this is $1. I could be wrong. I'll put the price on screen, and I will link it down below. And I hate that they staple this at the top. No, I hate it so much. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave it open then and hope I don't tip over my soda can. So this one looks like it has 4 backstitch colors, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like we have 30 colors and combinations. So there's 2 mixed stitches, and then the rest. Oh, it looks like there's also half stitch and French knot in here. Okay, so that's why some colors are listed multiple times, because they're used in different ways. So full stitch, half stitch, French knot, and back stitch. And then the last page will be the paper pattern, which you can see here. Lots of back stitch, but it is very clearly printed. This is on like regular printer paper though. A lot of back stitch for how tiny this guy is. And it is a partial. You can see over here there's some space where there are not stitches worked. Then here we have the fabric, and there is a nice amount of border on here, which is lovely. And yep, you can see here I did receive a 14 count. And very lovely printing as well, always with Painting Fairy. I've never had it off center. I've never had it where I couldn't read it. It's just always been perfect, and yeah. So it does want to stay a little bit folded. Obviously it did have stiffening agents in it, so they could print it so clearly. I do wish it were more centered. That's just my OCD, but they give you enough fabric so you can put it in a hoop or something if you wanted to do that. And then we have a paper floss card, because this one is tiny, tiny, but their floss always comes with this little bow on it, and the color does change. They don't always use pink. And this just kind of helps prevent tangling and knotting, which I think is really nifty. If I'm working on a kit, I will typically put this ribbon back on before I pick it up for the day if I'm done working on it. And Painting Fairy floss cards always come in the order of DMC, not by the number it is listed as in the kit. So these are definitely more muted colors, which makes sense for the image. And this one's for sure one of the prettier ones, at least to me, for the smaller, cheaper ones. I think I was planning on getting this one, but I just didn't do it myself. So I'm glad they included that. And I will link it down below if I can find it, and all my links will be affiliated, just so you know. You don't have to use my links, but if you do, you get a 5% discount as well as helping support my channel. If you have a creator on here that you want to support more, by all means, go click on one of their links, any of their links if they link to product, and you should be able to shop anything from the website and support their channel instead if you wanted to do that. So this next kit, it fooled me, the snap was down at the bottom. The next kit here is one I chose. This one was so cute, and it looks so simple, but oh, they're little babies, I had to get them. So this kind of reminded me of the stacked cats, but it's adorable elephants. It does cost a bit more. Where is it? Give me 1 second to load it. So it's called Little Elephant Stacking High. The preview photo of this is on yellow fabric, which I kind of wish this came on yellow fabric, but that's fine. I have tons of fabrics from them I can change this to. So it looks like you don't get to pick the size on this one. I'm not sure if it even comes in multiple sizes. We'll see when, oh nope, right here, 14 or 16. So I think it would come random, or it's only 14 count that's available, so it just says that so they know the floss amounts. But this one is currently looking like it's $5.58 off, so it is a total of $8.37. And let me put that little photo that they used on screen so you can see what I mean. So it's kind of like a mustardy colored fabric, and I just think it looks so good like that, so I do kind of want to try and find a similar fabric or a yellow fabric to do this one on. So let's slip this out, and we will start with this. So obviously, oop, got some taper bits stuck to me. thank goodness this one isn't stapled. So obviously we have the little cover photo here. There's nothing else really to this. It looks like we've got 11, is it 11 colors? Yep, it looks like 11 colors total, and it looks like full stitch and one color of back stitch. So this one's relatively simple if you're a beginner and wanted to practice your back stitch. And then the paper pattern fits on one page. I really wish my camcorder would stay bright. I'll brighten this in editing as much as I can. But you can see here, very simple, not a ton of colors to work with, not a lot of backstitch. So stinking cute. I think this one might be my second, this one, or the guy up top is gonna be my favorite. So cute, oh my goodness. So that's the paper pattern. Let me see. Here's the canvas. Again, we do got quite a wide border, not the widest I've seen from Painting Fairy, and you can see here I did get the 14 count. And then the printing, very clear as always, never had a problem with Painting Fairy. And here, let me put this out sideways so you can see the full size. So there we go, not too bad, definitely adorable, so cute. And this would definitely fit on one of their tie-dyed fabrics. So maybe I'll put it on one of those. It doesn't necessarily have to be a yellow one. I have so many from them. I think even a purple one would look good with this. So I might do that for this kit, especially since, you know, it's about that size. So that is the fabric. And even though this one's small, it is a little bit bigger. So this one did come on a reusable floss card. They do sell stickers, but I wonder if it would be worth asking them if they could print a blank one of these so you could get it like that and just write in what you're using. So actually, Painting Fairy, if you would be willing to sell just these pieces, let me know, because I would definitely buy some next time I place an order. But here are all the colors for the elephants. Again, it's not a lot, and it is an order from DMC. And we have our cute little bow at the bottom. And this cotton does feel really nice. It does feel like cotton. And I honestly love the definition the stitches have when I work with this thread. And I wish I had my almost finished so I could show you. But maybe in the next video, because I think I'm like a day of work away from finishing. Okay, are you ready for the 20 count? Are you ready? Give me a drum roll. Wow, so I love it. So obviously this is the Pinocchio one. Now let's go over the title of this. So I have a little bit of drawback from this. The title for this is Officially Licensed Fairy Tale Series. It is one per customer. They are claiming this is licensed, but I know that to be 5 stitches deal, and I'm not seeing an artist name on this, and they don't clarify on the description if they licensed it themselves or what, or like how they went about that. I will definitely look into that in a minute, but as you can see, I chose Pinocchio, and it is so cute. And the reason I picked this one is because I believe it was the most vibrant of the options. So I don't really have sizes on here, but they do have, oh nope, it says right on the website. So there is 20 count, which I chose, 14, 16, 18, and 11 count as options. And it looks like 20 count is 37 by 48 centimeters, 14 is 50 by 65, 16 is 45 by 60, 18 is 40 by 53, and 11 is 60 by 80 centimeters. And the prices vary as listed or stated. 20 count is $39.80. so is 14, 16, and 18, and then 11 count is $49.80. So that's not too much of a price increase for the different sizes. Usually the prices go way up when you do that. So it's $39.80 for all sizes except for 11 count, or it's $49.80. So the pictures you can get here are the general store, autumn, winter, cottage, Sleepyhead arrives, Pinocchio, the one I chose, Alice's Tea Party, which I do like this one, but I feel like a lot of people would have chose this one, so I didn't want to pick it. Plus, I kind of liked Pinocchio, like the original Disney one, a lot as a child. And then you can also purchase all 5 for any of the smaller sizes. If you want all 5, it's $199. If you want them at 11 count, it's $249 for all 5. But I would have got all 5 if I could afford that, but I can't. I also wouldn't have the time in my life to do this. So I'm going to actually go ahead and click my Pinocchio photo, and let me, hold on, I gotta open up a Google tab. Okay, for some reason Yahoo keeps hijacking my browser, so I just swapped back to Chrome. So I'm gonna Google reverse search this and see what happens. Let me narrow that down. So I am not seeing any other images of this, be it digital art or what have you. I'm definitely seeing other Pinocchio images, but I'm not seeing where this could be from. Let me see what happens if I hit exact matches. So it says there are no exact matches. So I'm not totally sure who this artwork belongs to, Painting Fairy. If you can send me an email, which is in my description box below, and let me know who you licensed this from, just so we can confirm, because if you're going to be claiming that something's licensed, we do want to know the artist, or maybe if you own it and had your own artist design this, that information would be useful. That being said, I guess buy at your own risk if you are someone that only wants licensed art, because again, I have no way to confirm who this comes from. But ooh, there's tape on my arm. Oh no. But yeah, so those were the options, and I did go with Pinocchio. Obviously, again, this is 20 count. So I believe this is going to be a full stitch type deal. And you can see when that happens, when it's all full stitch, they tend to group it together on one page by the symbols, so you can more easily distinguish what is what. And then, yep, and there's no mixed stitch in here either. So if you hate doing mixed stitch, then this is for you. And it looks like we have 94 colors. And this is just kind of like the general setup of the page. And then obviously this paper pattern is going to be over a few pages. I'll just show you one. And you can see that this is hand charted. This one is not computer rendered. I mean, it could be computer rendered, but it's pretty good. But I believe these ones will actually look like the photo, because with the solid lines, that gives me hope, or tells me that this is hand charted. So I know this is going to look good. And the paper pattern could be larger, but it is still clearly printed. Okay, are you ready to see the fabric? Are you? Okay, first we're going to do a little step back view. So this is the whole thing in 20 count. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. I can like see through this when I hold it up to the light. So right there you can see it is a 20 count. And now get this, get this, get this. The printing I guess it's a little bit harder to see on my camcorder, but I promise you, this printing is so clear. I can see it so well in person. Look how tiny that is. So tiny. And they still managed to make it clear. Now this one definitely might hurt your eyes if you have eye strain or are harder of seeing. I don't know what's going on with me. One of my eyes has been twitching for well over a month. And my doctor's like, oh, it's lack of sleep or stress. And let me tell you, all I've been doing is sleeping while I've been sick. So it must be the stress. And if it's not stress, my doctor needs to do a brain scan because I've had like sharp pinging pains on one side of my head for years. So I do get eye strain, but this is something I would definitely work on, but I would have to make sure that I'm at a desk chair combo where I'm not super hunched over to see this, because this is something I would definitely have to hunch over to see at my regular desk. But oh my goodness, it's so small and so clear at the same time. And I'm really glad I have a good quality camcorder so you guys can see this. And then the legend is tiny, tiny too, unfortunately, but you do have it on the paper pattern as well. Oh my goodness, it's so small. I love it, you guys. And this is definitely one I will work on eventually. Not sure how soon. I do have a lot of projects. Okay, so this one was larger, so it definitely came on floss cards as well. And they're cute and purple, which I think suit this image. And it looks like we have 4 of them. Here's the bow. Again, lovely feeling cotton. It feels really nice. I've never had trouble with their cotton or anything. No breaking, twisting, or what have you. Though I'm sure if you ran it quickly enough through the eye of a needle, you probably would end up twisting it. That's just kind of the nature of most materials if you did that to them. So here is floss card number 1, and it starts at 10. Floss card 2. Look at the bright colors. Excuse me a minute, I have to sneeze. Floss card 3, more bright, vivid colors on this. And then floss card 4, which honestly, this is a floss card where when I'm done with this, I would probably save so I could use these for mixed stitches on my larger kits. Or I could just do that now, put these ones on paper or floss drops. Who knows? Your kit, your choice. But yes. So here are the colors up close. A bunch of bright colors. Very rainbow-esque. Obviously not like neon rainbow, since this is primarily like a teal and turquoise image, but I thought it looked bright and beautiful. They're all beautiful, don't get me wrong. This is just the one I happen to go with because I like Pinocchio. Alright everyone, those were the 3 kits I had to share with you today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. So do let me know which one is your favorite and if you would be brave enough to try a 20 count, and I will try and keep you updated. I will start this soon, even though I shouldn't be starting kits, but I feel like you guys need to see the 20 count worked on, so I am going to do that for you at some point soon. So again, everything will be linked down in the description box below. And if you were just here for the cross stitch, thank you so much for coming. And if you wanted to see my 2 finishes, get ready. Okay, so the first finish is a diamond painting, and the other one I am probably gonna have to show a photo as well as the craft itself. Because it is bigger. I don't know how much of this you'll see on screen, and it is kind of dark. So my first finish, I finished this around 9 p.m. and this is a specialty diamond painting. I believe this one either came, I think it came from Paint Some Way, back when I did a huge haul of special drills. I'm seeing now that I accidentally knocked one of them off. Give me 1 second to find it. Okay, I don't know where it fell, but I do put all my spare drills in here, and I know what it looks like, so, alright. Got one right there. This is why I save them. Okay, so this one is, I don't have links to these, by the way. I did review these at some point, I believe, back when I was more steadily reviewing diamond painting. This one is just kind of like roses, and it has like a bunch of really pretty drops on it. And I think my favorite ones are these ones right here, just because I like the texture. They're smooth. This one just seemed really pretty to me. It felt dewy and beautiful with all the bright colors. And my younger sister is going to be here in like a week or two, and I'm so excited. I'm going to have someone to craft with again. I'm definitely going to have to try and get her to do a video with me. And then the next one, it is under my spinning wheel, so give me 1 second to get that out. Okay, this one is a latch hook. Now this one took me like a year to finish because I started it, put it away for a few months, took it out, worked on it a good bit, put it back away for a few months, and then I busted out like this whole bottom area here in like 2 or 3 sessions. So yeah, as you can see, it is koi fish. Let me see if I can go higher to show you more of my floor. I know, I'm sorry. There we go. It's gonna have to work for now. So, that's the majority of it on screen. So this one did come from Walmart, and I bought this before I saw other ones. This one's obviously better quality. I have 4 more latch hook kits that I want to work on, but with latch hook kits, I'm not treating them like cross stitch. I am only starting one at a time, and I work on it until it's completed. I'm already making some really good progress on my second one, but it is smaller. So that one, and it's, I don't know, I think I like it more, but the materials feel cheaper than this one. This one was more expensive. The other one came from China. Some of those are kind of sitting flat. Come on. Let's sit up and pretty. Ugh. There we go. Whatever. So this one is soft, and I do really enjoy this one. I do like koi fish, but I'm really glad I found the other styles as well. I do have carpet trimmers, which I think would be nice to kind of level this out. I'm just really bad at getting them straight, and I don't want to ruin this because this is a lot harder to do than using my tufting gun on the metal frame. So, I don't know. But I'll put the photo of this on screen now. And yeah. So, not a whole lot, but those are my 2 finishes. I'm glad I'm making progress on projects I've been doing and getting some finishes out. I'm really proud of myself for, you know, sticking to them and getting them done. But that is what I have to show to you for this week in terms of finishes. Well, thank you guys, and thank you extra to everyone that stayed to the very end of my video. I hope you are all having a very great week and avoiding whatever is going around, because I still feel really fatigued and kind of terrible. I'm just not coughing and wheezing today. So that's why I'm recording the videos, just in case this isn't just like a one-off day where I finally can talk. But I miss you guys so much. Let me know down in the comments, what kind of other crafts do you guys do? I would love to hear about it. But with that said, that is all for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.